Welcome to the Fret Prince Podcast, improvisation topics for guitars.
Hello, and welcome to this episode. We're going to continue talking about voicings, and this time we're working in second inversion. We're using E flat as our root note here. And so when we're looking at the second inversion, we move from the root to the third, or to the first inversion from the third, and then second inversion is building from the fifth of that triad or that arpeggio that you're using. So we'll start with the major 7. We'll go through some typical voicings, and we will start with the first 4 strings. Okay, so first 4 strings, we're building from the 5th, root, 3rd, and the major 7 in that order, from low to high. And so I'm barring the strings 4, 3, and 2 on the 8th fret, and I have the 3rd finger on the 1st string, 10th fret. You might also try the 4th finger at times for that. Okay, so we'll start with that. Why don't we try the dominant 7? So in order to do that, we'll take that 1st string and lower it a half step. So again, E flat 7. Okay, now let's try minor major 7. So we have the minor 3rd. We lowered that 2nd string 1 fret, and then we put that 1st string 10th fret with the pinky there, the major 7, minor major 7. And we'll lower that major 7 to a flat 7. So here we have the minor 7 chord. Okay, so why don't we try to lower the 5th now? So we get a minor 7 flat 5, E flat half diminished, or minor 7 flat 5. Okay, a couple ways to play that with the fingers, anyway, barring or with individual fingers. And let's lower that flat 7, double flat 7. So we get the E diminished. So all these are second inversion. Okay, so that you're aware of where the second inversion kind of works out comfortably on the top 4 strings. So let's try it out on the middle 4 strings. You're going to want to have a cutaway guitar, some sort of guitar that has access a little further up. It's not going to work out so well lower down the neck. So we'll start out here in 12th position with the major 7 shape in second inversion. Okay, so I'll give you the fingers just so we can start it out. So here we are in the middle 4 strings and 12th position. So I have 1st finger on that 12th fret, 3rd string, 2nd finger on the 5th string, 13th fret, 3rd finger on the 4th string, 13th fret, and the 4th finger, 2nd string, 15th fret. So still voiced in the same way. So we'll take that major 7, drop it down half step, so we get the E flat 7 chord. Let's put the major 7 back up and the 3rd down, so we get the minor major 7. Now we'll try the minor 7, so we'll bring that 4th finger down to the 14th fret, the minor 7 chord. Let's try to lower the 5th, see what the minor 7 flat 5 looks like and sounds like. And then we'll lower that flat 7 to a double flat 7. We have the fully diminished chord. Okay, so to review, major 7, dominant 7, minor major 7, minor 7, minor 7 flat 5, and fully diminished. Okay, so comparing those can be helpful. You're not generally going to have progressions that work in that way necessarily, but it's good to know how they kind of differ and how they are similar to one another. All right, well, let's try this out on the low 4 strings then. This should fit out pretty comfortably. So I'm in 5th position, and I'm in the low 4 strings. So to get our starting point, we have first finger on the 4th string, 5th fret, second finger on the 6th string, 6th fret, third finger on the 5th string, 6th fret, and 4th finger on the 3rd string, 7th fret. So same voicing, we're an octave lower now. All right, so let's play around with this a little bit. So we have the major 7, we can drop that, make the dominant 7, E flat 7. We try the minor major 7. And so we lowered that first finger 1 fret, and brought that major 7 back up on the 4th finger on the 3rd string. Minor major 7, and then just the minor 7, so we lowered that 4th finger to give us the flat 7. All right, let's lower the 5th. So that was that second finger on the 6th string, so we're lowering that down a half step. And so we have the E flat minor 7 flat 5, half diminished. Now we'll lower the 7, we get fully diminished. That double flat 7 there. Okay, so to review, we have major 7, dominant 7, minor major 7, minor 7, minor 7 flat 5, and fully diminished. Okay, great. So those are some combinations that work really well. Some fingerings on the 3 different combinations of 4 strings, the top 4, middle 4, and the low 4. So let me know if you have any questions or comments about this. And in the next episode, we will talk about some alternative voicings where we might skip a string and that kind of thing. Thanks again for listening, and remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel, and you can also follow me on Facebook and Twitter, and please do visit fretprints.com.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the Fret Prints podcast. Be sure to rate and subscribe. You can also follow on Twitter and Facebook. Visit fretprints.com for articles, video, and updates.